Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Tier 1 Racing here at SSR. We're in the beautiful country of Russia, and I got a guest commentator in the booth with me tonight. The one and only Bone Apple T is here with me doing comms for Tier 1. You've heard him in a couple of our other formats, but now he's in the big boys. Bone Apple.
How you
What do you
doing,
think about
everybody?
Russia, man?
Thank you for joining us. Russia is a great track. We had an excellent race just a few minutes before. And I just can't wait to see Tier 1 guys roll out to the track.
Yeah, Bone, there's a lot of penalties in Tier 2 race. Russia's known for its tight track limits. We're interested to see how that's going to play out here. I know there was a couple of guys with big double-digit time penalties, so should hopefully not play too much of a factor here, but I definitely think it is going to move some cars around post-race, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that as the race progresses.
Yes, the track limits are a bit dodgy here as well as on most of the tracks, so we're gonna have to see what happens.
Alright, looks like Charisma in the McLaren was the first one out of the pit lane. He's going on a lap now, and you'll see him there in the orange and blue.
Oh.
Alright. Invalidations played a big factor here in quali as well.
Definitely do. Craig
struggled
Conley
to
is
get
out on the
times.
medium tires. Well, he's still in the pits,
That
but he's
doesn't-
gonna come out on the medium maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. Conley's kind of a dark horse. He runs a little off strategy from some of the guys. He'll probably look to get a decent lap on the mediums, and if he doesn't get it, he'll probably go the sauce. But we usually see him start with the longer first stint strategies. Looks like Hamilton's also out on the mediums as well.
That was my plan as well in Tier 2. I was starting with the mediums, and I was hoping for a safety car, but it didn't happen. Let's see.
I was surprised we didn't have one in Tier 2.
We did have a few accidents, but they probably weren't big enough for a safety car.
Man, you saw some great work there by the McLaren. Zampa, the teammate of SSR Charisma, on an out lap. Gave him a nice big toe down the Sector 2 straight there. That's going to really help his time here. Good teamwork.
You see only 2 cars remain in the pits at this moment, so everyone else is on the track.
Yeah, we had a couple of late additions here. SSR Zip is back in the grid this week after having some internet issues early in the season. He's back in. I know Jamie the G subbing in, filling up a spot. We got a couple of guys. Stenner actually in there as well. All right, so Charisma got him a time there, 33.0, but Boss Cookie, the speedy Racing Point, 30.1, blows his time away. 3-second difference.
Boss Cookie setting
Quite a lap.
setting the pace straight away.
Not unlike last weekend where he did exactly the same. Looks like ABR Murph is about the only person that's been able to get close to him. I know Neymar's pretty rapid too, the other Racing Point. I think those two guys will definitely be looking like they could give him a setup here. And as you see, we're speaking of Neymar. Boss Cookie comes around, dips right in front of his teammate Neymar to give him a tow here. Excellent teamwork by both guys in the Racing Point as well.
Murphy with a purple
Right,
first
so
sector.
A couple more times have rolled in. Halo 31.3. I'm sorry, that's P2. Monkey with the 31.4. That's going to be P3 right now. Chalupa was invalid on his lap. Is going around again. Trying to see who our next time across is going to be. Looks like it's going to be Zampa, I believe. Zampa's on a lap now. He also got what looked like a tow from his teammate. Trading off here. We are filling some spots. Stenner's sitting in a reserve seat today. We had a couple of guys that couldn't make it this week. A lot going on after the holidays, so a couple of guys are sitting in doing some laps. Zampa, 32.004. That's going to put him right ahead of his teammate.
Couple of practice laps probably, as Reflex Pilot comes in with a 31.2. Halo with a 31.3 right behind him.
There's ABR Murph, like I said,
Murphy,
one of the few
geez.
challengers that can get up to Boss Cookie's time. 30.01, steals away the provisional pole position.
I feel like
lap by him.
they're gonna do a sub 30.
I definitely think they're capable. Hamilton gets him a lap, 33.2 on the mediums. That's respectable. He's in the soft range of the McLarens on those mediums. It's a pretty rapid lap. Chalupa getting him a lap, 31.4.
Zip starting his lap on the Ferrari as well. Neymar on the hot lap still.
You see Zip in the Ferrari. Was vying for the Ferrari spot earlier in the season, having some connection issues there on the internet. I believe we've got those sorted out. Ooh, Neymar, look, stealing away the fast lap while we're talking about Zip, 29.977. So like I said, those three guys are going to be right there together. Crazy lap by Neymar. Like I was saying, Zip has got the connection, I believe, sorted out. Some trial and error, relocated homes. It took him a little time to get it figured out, but it's good to see Zip back on the grid. OG SSR guy right there. For you guys that don't know, Zip is our media manager.
Oh.
He handles all the social media and all the pictures.
Murphy and Neymar are
big. What
just
happened
side by
there?
side
Looked
each
like
other,
somebody
backing out and letting everybody through between them. They just
all
about
that
came
there.
into each other as well.
Yeah, it looks like Zip almost had to back out of his lap. I know he definitely got slowed up there.
What's happening here?
A little craziness.
Neymar finally sped up and left Murphy.
Not sure what's going there. Zip putting together a pretty decent lap other than that little debacle there in Sector 2. Zip in there for a P10,
Neymar left the
32.3. I'm sure he can go a little faster.
That could be why he had that.
Maybe a little
Little
lag
mix-up
out by
there.
Neymar. See if we can get Neymar back in here. Invite friends. I think I got Neymar.
Murphy probably didn't know that Neymar didn't have control of his car and didn't understand why Neymar wasn't going. That could have been the case.
Too. Gonna have to shoot Neymar an invite. Give me just a second here.
His boss Cookie is trying one more time to beat Murphy and Neymar's time. Stenner backed out of his lap. Gonna set fresh tires on. Jamie Division, massive afro there on hot laps. Kirk Conley, Zip, and Charisma setting hot laps with Boss Cookie, who invalidates already. This is not gonna be the lap.
Alright. We got Conley on a lap here. Conley back out on the sauce, not happy with that medium time. Maybe using the mediums to get a little track acclimation.
And Zip invalidates his lap as well.
Just about 8.5 minutes to go here in the quali session. Big shout out to everybody tuning in right now, especially those guys that stuck around from the Tier 2 race. We had a little bit late start, had a lobby issue. Tried to get that one back up and running as fast as we could. Thanks for being patient with us on that. Looks like Conley's invalid. Charisma is on a lap behind him. Still valid. Appreciate everybody that stuck around. If you got some guys here that stuck for Tier 2, we appreciate you sticking around for the late show here at Tier 1. Again, I got a guest host, Bone Apple Tea, in the box with me today. Looking forward to the commentary.
Let's see if Jamie can set a hot lap. He didn't have a fortunate race in Tier 2. Looking to improve in Tier 1.
Purple Sector 2 for Jamie.
Will he beat Neymar?
He's fast. I don't think he's that fast. Neymar well up there, 29.9. Check here. Neymar was sent an invite. See if he needs another one. All right, Neymar saying he's having some internet trouble, lagged out there
Oh,
in the
that's
Tier 1
unlucky.
chat here.
He's currently sitting on the pole lap.
Yep, 7 minutes to go now. Jamie got him a little bit of a lap there. Let's see, we've got Monkey in the pits. Got ABR Murph on a lap. We're going to ride with him. He is the closest to Neymar at this time.
I'm gonna follow Stenner, see what he can do.
Alright, I think Zamp's going to handle the invite to Neymar.
And Zampa retired.
Zampa happy with his time. Oh, looks like Zampa's terminal. Zampa's terminal in Sector 3. That is not good at all. As we see Murph go invalid there. Let's see if we can dip behind. Who's behind? We've got Jamie coming up on Zampa. Let's see if we can get a view of what happened here. On board. Oh, just cleared him. Looks like he spun him up, caught that outside wall. Tough break for Zampa. Out early here, only in P10. At this point, all he can hope is he gets bumped down and gets choice of tire.
He probably will, because Stenner set a purple second sector as well. He was held up a little bit by Hamilton.
Stenner is mighty rapid as well. He could definitely move up.
He comes into P4 with a 30.6. Not a bad lap.
Zampa saying he bend it in Sector 3. Car is terminal. Tough day for the McLaren engineers over there. Those mechanics are going to have to work double time to get that car back on the grid for race time.
Well, at least he's
up to 11
down.
Viewers. Big shout out to all you guys tuning in. We are 5 minutes to go in quali here for Tier 1 SSR in Russia. Got Bone Apple Tea in the box with me. Ooh, Stenner's invalid. Tough break there. Into P4 though.
Yes, it's interesting to see how Stenner is doing in Tier 1. It kind of gives us some comparison, because Stenner is one of the top runners in Tier 2.
Oh, absolutely. For those guys that don't know, if you haven't tuned in with us before, this is Season 1. Season 2 is lined up to kick off. Season 1 was not pace-based. It was kind of a first-come, first-serve. Of course, all the faster guys jumped right on it into Tier 1. And initially, there was only 2 tiers planned, but we've got such an influx of people and a desire to race. Within 2 weeks, we ended up with 3 tiers. So it's been quite a wild ride here for SSR. It blew up way faster than we ever could have imagined. The support's been tremendous, both in the Discord, on social media, and in the stream. So we really appreciate everybody helping out here. But yeah, so there's a lot of guys that are maybe in these lower tiers, 2 and 3, that could be in the mix here. Like 10 whole dollars in Tier 2, very rapid, could be in Tier 1, which he was for a little while due to some personal scheduling. He had to move into Tier 2, so he didn't have to give up a full seat. So,
Whilst Cookie said 29.7, but he validated on the very last turn. Very unfortunate for him.
yeah, that's going to hurt the feelings. That's for sure.
He doesn't look happy with it.
Charisma back. Charisma's on an out lap, and then we've got Craig Conley back there who's invalid. And it looks like Massive Afro has decided to come out. Purple Sector 2 with an awesome paint job on that helmet there. We'll see it when he comes around.
It's very nice.
Great color scheme on the helmet. Carl in the stream chat saying there's too many walls in Russia. Massive Afro in for a P4, 30.4 flat.
Neymar's finally back. Let's
lap.
see if he can get another chance to improve on his lap.
240, he's going to have to hurry. Let's see who we got coming around. All right, so right now, Neymar back in the lobby after an unfortunate lag out. Had to reset the internet. Still on the pole, 29.977. That's going to be the provisional pole right now. ABR Murph right behind him, 30.0. And then Boss Cookie in there for P3 at a 30.16. Massive Afro just got him a time first of the session. 130.4 is going to get him P4. And of course, Stenner sitting in tonight, 30.6 is in P5. It's your top 5 right now. Neymar in the chat saying, as long as I'm in the second row, I'll be happy. As it stands right now, Neymar, you're going to be in the front row unless ABR Murph has anything to say about it. But Murph is invalid. Should have plenty of time to get around and start another lap.
Charisma's done for the day with qualifying.
That does not look good because Charisma's on the track. That is a retirement on the track by Charisma.
He's
Maybe
just
a little frustration there.
Just in front of Monkey there.
No, I take that back.
Stopped on the track.
That's Monkey is stopped on the track. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe to take a clip of that.
There is a McLaren on the track in front of him.
Yeah, but he is in.
And he's missing
retired.
Monkey's missing an end plate. They could have come together with Charisma.
I think that might be the case. Charisma was retired on the track, and his car just pulled off in the left-hander in sector 1. Maybe Monkey got into him. That's probably Monkey pulling off so he could take the clip of the incident. That's really gonna hurt Charisma there. He could catch a definite penalty for retiring on the track, and then he could get additional time penalties for that contact because of his ghosted car. Guys, if you are driving in the league, keep in mind, no matter what happens, you still have to retire in the pits. Get the car all the way around and retire. That causes issues.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the incident, so it was definitely a retirement on the track, but I don't see any warnings or anything for collision either. So.
Okay, well that's good. Hopefully that wasn't the case. We don't want to see that. We've got Payox Kings usually up to the front. Zip retiring in the pits. I believe he's in the pits. No, Zip has retired on the track as well.
Yes, his car was just parked in front of Payox Kings there.
Yep, Charisma and Zip both retire on track. That's not going to be good. Naughty, naughty.
Well, at least the stewards will have something to do. SSR Hamilton comes in with a 30.439. Just
That
behind
is a solid lap by
there.
Hamilton as well.
Center down to P7. Still in a good position behind the Renaults. Murphy with a 129.8. He gets the pole position in the last second.
Well, like I said before, Murph, Boss Cookie, about the only two people that could run up there and get it done. Murph known for the last minute times here, 29.8. What a lap. What a lap.
Looks like Craig Conley is the last one to finish up. Let's see if he can improve from P15. He can, 139.6.
P13.
Jumps the Exampa as well.
Good lap by Craig there. All right, guys. 19 viewers in. 19 viewers in right here at the end of quali. Waiting on Payox Kings to park the car. He is in the pit lane now and will retire, I believe, once he gets to his box. And then that's going to be it for quali, guys. There is your grid for the race. You got ABR Murph with a very, very late in the session time, 29.8, still in the way of the provisional pole. Neymar, unfortunate lag out, had the pole for a while, unable to do additional laps. 29.9 is going to be the other person on the front row. Boss Cookie and Division on the second row. Massive Afro and Hamilton on the second row. Payox and Stenner right behind them. Big notices in the quali. We had 2 retirements on the track. That has been noted, and the stewards are aware. That's going to be bad, bad news. It looks like one of them resulted in some damage. Looking at the chat, there was a definite question about what happened there. The victim making known that he was not happy about it. Looking through the reports, and yeah, it doesn't show anything about contact. Maybe that car had to dip out and caught that contact on the wall, avoiding him.
That's probably the case. Either way, it's
Top
not good
6,
news, not good news.
top 8, very close together. Very, very close together.
2 Red Bulls,
The
2
top
Renaults,
9
2
are
Alfa
under a
Romeos, 2
second.
Racing Points, 2 Haas, they're all together. Very balanced teams there.
Zampa messaging saying it was unfortunate he bent it in turn 3, and I assured him we missed it on the stream. Unfortunately.
Nobody saw that, Zampa. Don't worry about it.
Nobody saw it, Zamp. You're okay. All right, guys. Just as we do every week, formation lap, and then we're going to go racing. ABR Murph with the late time is going to take us around the track to warm up them tires and brakes. And we're going to get to racing here in Russia.
Oh, Williams in pole.
For all that don't know, this was built around the Olympic facility in Sochi. It's quite the track. Quite the track. Like I said, track limits are real tight here. They don't give you a lot of leeway.
And of course, we have the very slippery third sector slow corners. Very easy to slip on them. It looks like we're just about ready to start.
Yep, there we see Zampa, the lobby host, has readied up. The check marks are filing in. 19 viewers, big turnout today for the start of the race. Any predictions? Any predictions for the race? Who do you think's going to take it out? Those top 3 very close together. Could be anybody's race. Any predictions in the chat? Bone Apple, you got a prediction for the big winner today?
I'm going to predict BRL Neymar will come back and win this race. Maybe Boss Cookie will get second place as well. But it should be very tight on the top 3 there.
I agree. I think Boss Cookie and Neymar are going to be mixing it up quite a bit here right at the beginning. They're going to be very close together. It's going to be real difficult to maintain space on these first couple of laps. They're going to be battling it out. I think if Boss Cookie and Neymar can battle it a little bit here in the beginning, it might give Murph the chance he needs to get out, open up an early lead. But with those 3 guys, it's anybody's race. I mean, it's just, they're all extremely fast here, so it should be interesting.
It's going to be a very tight turn 1 there with all them 3.
Very, very tight.
Division and Massive Afro behind them.
What do we think? And any predictions on first retirement?
First
Any
retirement.
predictions?
I don't want to salt his wounds even more, but if somebody's retiring first, I think that would be Jamie.
Oh, the man Shalom not getting any love.
He did.
Jamie.
He did retire first in Tier 2. I think he can repeat that in Tier 1.
think that was
hope he
a-
doesn't,
I don't think that was an incident-related retirement, though. I think maybe that had to do with the pre-lobby incident, a little frustration.
That could have been the
wanna
case. He was in front
act
of
on
me,
that.
and I didn't see him in any incidents. I did a double overtake on him and I think Blackmore maybe, or Knox. And they were very slow there, and then after, I don't know what happened.
Got Bradley Johnson in the stream chat saying first retirement, Charisma or Jamie. I'd like to see my man Shalom stick it out today. He deserves a good race. I can understand the emotions were a little high. I had some issues there in the practice session as well, so I get it. We've discussed it, and he's got a calmer level head going into the race here, so hopefully he has a good show. He can do it. I know he can. I think, let's see, first retirement. I hate to do it because I love him to death, but I think it's going to be Zip. I think it's going to be Zip on this one.
I knew you were gonna say.
Zip, not a lot of time to practice. There's reasons, not a lot of time to practice this. I know he focuses a lot on iRacing and Assetto. I don't want to see it, but if I had to be a betting man, I think it might be Zip, unfortunately. I love you, Zip. It's nothing personal.
Jamie and Zip coming together in turn 1.
Oh, okay. There we go. Jamie and Zip together in turn 1. All right, guys, here we go. Lights are up. There's 5, and we're away, and we're racing here in Russia. Let's take a look. Murph getting a pretty good start. Neymar getting a better one. Looks like everybody away clean. Ooh, Boss Cookie with a move to the inside.
Wow.
Goes wide though, so does Murph. A lot of cars well wide there, dodging traffic. Boss Cookie out front. Does not catch a penalty there. Definitely a big warning. Neymar in second, Murph in third. Clean through the first sector. Ooh, somebody well wide there.
Look like Paradox Games.
What a great start here in Russia. Tier 1 showing up. Nice and clean through the first sector. Let's keep it alive, boys. We got Boss Cookie, Neymar, Murph, and we got Massive Afro and Division right there together. A lot of teams stacked up together. We got Racing Point together, Alfa Romeo together, Renault together, Red Bull together. Good chance for some constructor points here. These guys can work together.
Halo lost out 2 places. Ruthless Pilot gained 2 places, so the half were separated. Zip got a terrible start in the back, but recovered by turn 1, overtaking Conley and Jamie as well. Jamie's in the back of the field at the moment.
Let's take a look. Reflex Pilot and Hamilton real close together here. You can see all the cars filing in through that chicane. This one's real sneaky here. If you get on the power too early into that right-hander, the car will go. Everybody looks like they did a great job through it on lap 1.
Stenner coming behind Reflex Pilot. He might get him in the start-finish straight.
Reflex, you can see Ghosted lagging out there.
And
Reflex Pilot
like
completely ghosted. I'm not sure if he is out of the lobby. I didn't see him leave, but his car is completely ghosted.
could be just the usual lap 2 glitch from the lobby.
Stenner able to get by. Looks like my telemetry is very messed up here. I got people jumping all over the place. Blue flag warnings flying. My telemetry's flipped about 4 times now.
Mine as well.
Still got Boss Cookie out front, Neymar behind him, ABR Murph in third. Trying to see who that is in behind. Looks like Division and Massive Afro. I believe Division is the lead car there of the 2 Alfa Romeos. Yes, it is. As we see Halo catch a 3-second penalty there. Yeah, BJ, late to show, buddy. Jamie is sitting in for this race. Reserving.
Looks like Halo had to spin because he's in the back of the field, way behind Jamie.
Yep, looks like the penalties are starting to pile up. Yeah, Halo well back here, just now entering Sector 2. Rest of the grid. Oh, looks like somebody is around here. Let me try to find out. That's Charisma in the pits already, missing a right end plate. That's very early in the race for that. Unlucky by Charisma. Boss Cookie doing his best to keep Neymar at bay. Neymar's teammate, both working together. Now they're both on the soft tires, so they're going to have to work strategy here. Both of these guys, prime drivers. You can see the gap they've opened up there on ABR Murph. Murph has got Massive Afro all over him though. Division in tow.
In the back, Zampa is harassing Monkey with the other Williams. In front of them, King Chalupa. They're all 3 of them are 4 tenths behind each other.
Big chain of cars here. You see, looks like maybe two groups forming here. Little gap between the Renault and the Red Bulls. Stenner just out of the DRS range. All those cars ahead, 7 and up, in a big DRS train. Stenner doing his best to get caught up, but kind of back a little bit. He's got Reflex all over the back of him. Reflex looks like he has a solid car now.
He's looking to regain that position. He might get it in the start-finish straight, as Stenner won't have DRS to help him.
Yeah, Stenner's going to have to work some magic here. 2 seconds back now off Hamilton, who's pulling away in the DRS train. Oh, big spin back there. That looked like Zip. That is Zip. Big spin in the wall.
Zip is not having a good
I hate
time
to say it. I hate to say it. Zip's going to be in the pits, missing both end plates.
Charisma and Halo.
Charisma's well back as well after the pit stop.
They both fitted the hard tires. They're trying to go to the end with them, probably.
It's going to be tough. That's a long time to go on those tires.
Reflex Pilot did over
Boss
Stener.
Yeah, you're correct. He did get by him. Again, they're going to struggle there, though, because Stener's going to have that DRS. Reflex 2.5 seconds back from that pack in front of him. At a distinctive disadvantage, as you see Chalupa going a little wide there.
Lupa might be struggling behind Stener.
Charisma and Halo appear to be they're going to get past Zip in the pits.
Lupa got his 3 seconds.
Take a look. Neymar still right on top of Boss Cookie. The two racing points working together well.
Murphy's in within a second as well, behind Neymar, and Massive Afro within a second as well. A division behind them. Top 7 are all together.
Yeah, big DRS train from 1 to 7. Everybody in line there. These two are really pushing each other. See the battling racing points here.
Ooh, Stener
Reflex.
dodged his
Catch a
Reflex
penalty.
just in time. Reflex jumped the curb and spun out in front of Stener.
Oh, those tires are hot too. You see him drifting around the last corner there. Brett Conley in tow, trying to capitalize as well. As we see Afro catch a penalty as well. That's going to be big as close as these guys are together in the race. 3 seconds is going to drop him all the way back to 7th if they were to finish right now. Everybody really bunched up still.
Poor Reflex, not only did
See
he
that?
spin
Oh,
out,
and the
he got a
Renault!
penalty as well.
Big crash. Hamilton there in Sector 1 exit. Gets turned around and slams the wall. No front wing at all. It's completely gone.
We have a virtual safety car.
Yep, that
Stener
is not
overtakes
good
Hamilton.
at all. Oh, and Hamilton almost causes another crash there with the second Red Bull. You can see there, no front end at all. The wing's completely gone. That was a huge spin. Looks like the car lost the rear end left. The nose just directly into the right wall. Major damage for the Renault there.
Good news for
See the
Charisma
front
and
end
Halo.
coming. Yep, that is going to be huge for the guys in the back. That's going to get them linked back up with the group, especially since they just pitted. If they've got no damage, I would say stay out.
If they want to go to the end, they can now with the virtual safety car. Hamilton, not
Zip
sure what he's
catching
doing.
a penalty there. Looks like the Renault struggling to get around corners. The Red Bull was told to go around, I believe.
Neymar gets
Oh,
penalty.
Neymar
That's
catching a
gonna be huge.
3-second. That's going to be huge. Zip catching a penalty for speeding under the virtual. That's going to be a drive-through for him.
And Charisma retires.
Oh, and Charisma, first retirement of the session. He is terminal in Sector 2. Big crash there. Don't know if he's still going to be there by the time the leaders come around. Charisma out of the race. Who had Charisma for first retirement?
Don't think anybody had.
Bradley Johnson celebrating in the stream chat at the misfortunes of Charisma.
Well
Says,
done,
yes,
Bradley.
I was right. The little one found that one funny.
Just kissed the wall.
Right,
there,
Boss
Charisma.
Cookie with a distinct advantage now. Neymar, 3-second penalty. All Boss Cookie's got to do is keep it clean here. They're very close together. Pit stop's coming up. They're on lap 6.
If the racing
Oh,
points
and
in the
then
front doing strategy, Neymar should be backing out a little bit from Boss Cookie and try to hold Murphy up, so Murphy wouldn't have a chance to take Boss Cookie on.
Zip having a rough day, though. Gets the drive-through and catches a 5-second. He's going to be held up on the next pit stop for speeding on entry. Tough break for Zip today. Like I said, last-minute addition. Not a lot of practice. We hate to see it. We love Zip. He's doing a great job with the media format. Fantastic work there. The Instagram has blown up. TikTok has launched into the next universe. If you guys don't know, we got a TikTok. You need to check it out. It's all Big Rex. Everybody likes the Big Rex, so don't miss it.
Monkey catching a 3-second penalty as well, and Zampa cannot overtake him on the soft tires against the mediums.
Yeah, Zampa recently transitioned to no ABS. He's still filling it out. He's in that trial period. Doing well, but definitely on the no ABS. I think Zampa's trying to play the smart play here and just, oh, I had to say something. I was going to say he's just working on not getting a penalty, but he collects at 3 seconds there on the commentator's curse.
And Hamilton
Hate to
having
see
more
it.
troubles there in Sector 3. He doesn't seem to be able to get a control.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he's struggling for grip here. Maybe not the greatest setup going into this race.
And Boss Cookie.
Oh, and then Boss
is
Cookie
3
catches a
seconds.
3 second. It's a race again, ladies and gentlemen. Boss Cookie and Neymar both with 3 seconds now. They are back racing for position. We see Neymar's dropped back about a half second now. I'm not sure if these guys are in a party together. I mean, I'm not sure how they're going to play this out. I would have to agree with Bone Apple here. You would think Neymar had caught that initial penalty, would back up a little bit, try to hold up Murph for his teammate, because they're not going to be able to pit at the same time. Be interesting to see what they do. Those pit stops are coming up pretty soon.
And now Murphy's
Somewhere
in the
between, I
first
believe,
place.
9 and 11.
Jamie GG up to
Zampa
P13.
finally getting past Monkey here. Sector 3.
Now Monkey's gonna have the DRS. Let's see if he can catch Zampa out.
Monkey is a quick one. He is hard to fend off.
Center's the first one to pit it from the front runners.
Monkey falling well back now, 0.6 of a second and not gaining.
He might be swapping for the hard tires if he pits this early. No, he's on the
Stender maybe
mediums.
going for the undercut.
He's on the mediums. Definitely an undercut. He could be on 2-stopper as well.
I believe probably medium soft. Medium soft.
Jamie in the
Medium
pit
is
as
a
well.
pretty decent tire around here. You see Stender come out. Yep, he is on the yellow stripes. Jamie the G in the pits as well. Jamie also going for the yellow stripes.
As far as I've seen, medium tires last about 13, 14 laps, and the softs can last 13, 14 laps as well if you're careful enough. So about halfway point, the early pit stop is an interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Looks like Murph's starting to close in here. 7/10 now. Same train of cars. It's Murph, Afro, Division, Payox, Kings now in that DRS train as well. Zampa getting by Chalupa now. Zampa heard us talking about him. He's pushing now. You can see him leading the Red Bull into Sector 3.
Murphy is a very tough spot here because he's under pressure from both the Alfa Romeos. He has the racing points in front of him with penalties. He cannot wait for them. He has to overtake if he wants to escape the Alfa Romeos.
Neymar makes a lunge outside, dips back in. Probably looking for that braking marker. Murph's in position now, though. I agree with you that he does need to make some progress here, but both those guys ahead, 3-second penalties. He's only 7/10 off. He's probably waiting on those guys to pit, go in with them. Should be interesting. He's got the the position. He's net P1 right now with penalties. He's got to keep it clean.
I think he might pit in
Still
the
a
next
lot of
lap
race
and
to
go
go,
for the
though.
undercut. I think 9 laps. If you qualify to top 10, 9 laps is the maximum you can do with softs without losing time. So he might go for the undercut. Getting the
I'm
medium
inclined to
tire now.
agree with you here. I know I was scheduled for 11 with fresh softs. So I'm thinking 9 or 10 is probably going to be the max. You see him lock up pretty heavy there.
He's using the tires to the limit now.
All right, let's see which one of these racing points is going in. It's going to be Neymar.
Neymar, no.
Neymar lunges out. Boss Cookie bites. Murph stays.
Racing
I
points.
think he
racing
was
each
trying
other
to
there.
get Murph to go in. I think that maybe been a little team strategy. Boss Cookie looked like he had committed. Neymar trying to get Murph to lunge in too, which seems a little silly. Both of them aren't going to double stack that close together, so I'm not sure what the plan was there. Maybe he got Boss Cookie to bite. Maybe these guys aren't doing strategy.
Yeah,
Neymar
it-
lunged in, Boss Cookie trying to get in ahead of him so he gets held up, but
Yeah, it looked like
Interesting.
Boss Cookie was trying to stack Neymar up.
I think that was the case, exactly. Massive Afro dips in as well. Payox Kings is in the pits as well. Mediums for Payox. Looks like mediums for Massive Afro. Boss Cookie coming out on the mediums as well. Locks
hard
up a little bit.
tires.
Oh, big wheel slip. Big wheel slip by Boss Cookie on those cold mediums, able to hang on to it. See a rapid upshift trying to get that car to stick.
Those hard tires
Right.
100% not working out for Halo and Zip as they're not able to make up any spots during the pit stops.
Oh, the hard tires. Very terrible here. I ran them in a practice session. Not the way to go. Halo
pits
catching a
in the again.
5-second. Maybe he's thinking what we are about those hard tires and said, nope, we got to change
Nope,
these right
that was a
now.
mistake.
All right. Everybody's showing penalties except Murph, Division, Payox Kings, and my man Shalom, Jamie the G. No penalties for Shalom here in the Mercedes. And there comes Division. He's the second of the Alfa Romeos to pit. Massive Afro going in on the last go around. Neymar's in the pit as well. Murph sticking it out. Murph's going to push here. He's really, really going to push. He's got to open up a gap.
He also has to be careful not to collect the penalty because he has 3 seconds on both the racing points.
Absolutely, that is a valid point. Zampa all the way up to P2, yet to pit, but he's got Monkey all over him. As you see, Monkey dip to the inside. He's going to take him down the straight. No chance for Zampa.
Those softs are dying on the McLaren now.
Oh, absolutely.
Boss Cookie stayed in front of Neymar. He opened up a 2-second gap, so 1 lap difference made a 2-second gap between the racing points.
Neymar rapidly catching him, though. 1.9 seconds through that section. All right, so let's see. We've got quite a gap here. I think Murph, if he can push here in Sector 3, could get in and out and come out very close to the racing points.
He could indeed. And
He's
he has
got
Monkey behind him.
16.7 to Monkey, another half second to Zampa. That's 18, 19, 20 and some change. I think he's got him. I think he's got him here. I think he opened up a big enough gap. He's going to come out, I think, right with him.
He got him, but it's going to be very tight. Another Renault spin there. Hamilton? Yes, Hamilton having
Looks like
very bad
Hamilton
time.
again struggling.
Missing an end
No
plate
end plate
again.
on the right side. We are going to watch here and see what happens. Here come the racing points.
Murphy
They're in the
pit.
second to last corner.
Of course, the Williams pit crew is at the very end of the pit lane. Medium tires
Absolutely.
on.
He's going to have to do it. I think they're going to get him here. They are. Both cars. And he's going to come out in traffic. Not what he wanted, but he will be in DRS, so that's a plus for him. He's coming out right behind Massive Afro.
Even Massive Afro got the jump on him.
Yep, that is going to be a P5 after the pit stop. He is in the DRS train, though, and that's where he wanted to be. Neymar is well back, a second and a half, but he is closing. Murph's got to be smart here. He's got to stay in range of Massive Afro. But be careful, because he doesn't have a penalty yet. He doesn't want to collect one.
Charisma ducked out of the session. But yeah,
Yeah,
like you said,
after
Murphy
that.
just has to stay in range. He's gonna have the fresher tires at the end. I don't know how much that will work in his favor.
Yeah, Payax King's behind him as a competitor, though. Still penalty-free as well. He is dangerous to have behind. Also penalty-free, so he's going to be fighting for position there as well. ABR Murph has fallen out of DRS.
Zampa down to
Payax is looking
P11.
to capitalize on that for sure.
Hamilton came out with the soft tires.
I think Hamilton might be conceding for the fast lap here. Tough race for him today in the Renault.
Already had 2 stops with Halo. The one will stop once. Craig Conley and Monkey have yet to pit. But they both started on the medium tires, so they're going for the longer first stint as Boss Cookie is catching Monkey.
Massive Afro gets a fast time there in the DRS train. 34.3 the time to beat. But Murph catching us purple sector 3 in that train of DRS. Rapidly closing in on Massive Afro.
Could be some strategizing here from the Williams now as Monkey is in front of the racing points. And he still has several laps to go until his pit. He can hold the racing points up to help Murphy out.
We'll see how this plays out. Hamilton catching another penalty here as he comes out of the pit on the cold tires.
Looks like Hamilton did not get the right setup for this track as Reflex Pilot corrects another penalty.
Yeah, Hamilton definitely struggling for grip here. Looks like he's having a hard time getting the car around the corners. Let's take a look back real quick to the back of this grid. We got both Red Bulls working together here. 9 and 10. Stinner well ahead of his teammate. He is looking to get a piece of Craig Conley, which is going to have to do a good job defending here as Stinner is quick and has the DRS advantage here. You can see the veins opened up. Looks like he's a little too far back to get him on this go around, but Conley is going to have him nipping here shortly. Zampa also out of DRS has Reflex Pilot behind him.
Neymar, Massive Afro, and Murphy within 1 second to each other coming to the DRS zone.
Murph's closed the gap now. 3/10. Ooh, cuts the corner pretty good there.
Could have been a warning there, but he will have the move on Massive Afro.
He's got way more battery too.
I think he was just out of range there, and Murphy they will overtake him.
Murph catching a break there. Neymar pulling away just before the DRS activation. All right, Neymar's fixing to be in trouble here. He's
overtake Zip.
Safety car, safety car.
They called the safety.
Hamilton.
It's virtual only, but they called the virtual safety car there. Let's see if whose fault it was.
Big front end damage for the Renault again.
Tell us.
That's going to hurt Murph here because Murph is on track. Neymar's really going to be a victim here because he's not going to have a chance to close to Boss Cookie. Now 3 seconds back from Boss Cookie. Murph well in the DRS range. And Reflex is catching a speeding under virtual. That's going to be a drive-through. That's going to ruin his afternoon. Zampa with a sigh of relief. That's going to get him off his back.
The last 4 entries on the race directory is Hamilton getting 3 warnings and 3 seconds of time penalties. And he does have front wing damage again, I think. And he retires finally in pits.
Let's take a look at the
Monkey
penalties there.
Boss Cookie right behind him. Boss Cookie might make the move now. Neymar picks up another 3 seconds. That's going to be another huge blow for the racing point. This Boss Cookie.
All right, so Monkey out front. 3 seconds. As you see, Boss Cookie's going to get by him there. So Boss Cookie 3 seconds. Well. Monkey 3 seconds. Neymar 6 seconds. Murph,
like
no penalties.
Let's see. I'll try to invite him. Let's see if it works.
Murph's closing in here.
I did send Master an invite.
Alright.
Payox King is capitalizing on Master Afro, disconnecting and overtakes him for P5. Now we have the
Murph
racing
really pushing the car here though. Staying well in range of Neymar, plenty of battery to work with too, not using it at all. There you go, Massive Afro has rejoined.
Murphy's trying to make the move on Neymar. Monkey couldn't hold a ball.
Looks like he's setting him up for a start straight pass here, but Monkey is now back. Neymar's going to have the DRS again. Ooh, Murph with a much better run out of that section. Has to lock up to avoid contact.
Yes, he actually has to back out of that. Wait for the start finish straight there. Check the penalties there. Boss Cookie and Monkey 3. Neymar 6. Murphy payoffs the division without penalties.
Murph falling back in the straight here. Not a good run out of the corner. Monkey's looking to get overtaken.
Monkey looks like he defends well.
Oh, and Neymar turns in on him a little bit there. Does not give him the space. Monkey not giving him much. Gave him a little room, but just enough to get the car through. Not any extra. Holding him up for Murph there. little teamwork. Driver number 2 doing some work.
Now the race is on for Murphy. Boss Cookie has less penalties than Neymar, and he's in front. If there's a strategy between the racing points, now is the time to use it. King Chalupa looks out as well. I'll try to invite him as well.
Alright, stand by, Chalupa. Invite coming, buddy. Getting close to the halfway point here in the race in Russia. This is Tier 1 SSR. Big shout out to all the viewers. 18 people in watching right now. Hope you're enjoying the race so far. We got Bone Apple Tea in the comms booth with me, AJ Mars, today. Hope you're enjoying the comms. Got a spicy little race up front. Looks like penalties may decide it. It's ABR Murph's win if he can keep it clean. All he's got to do is keep it on the blacktop, and he has got this one locked up.
Unless Boss Cookie is able to get Neymar to hold up a little bit.
That might be the case too. If Neymar is going to go ahead and take it. Oh, Neymar dips well right there, not letting Murph get the toe.
Monkey speeding in the pit lane as well. That's going to be another 5 seconds for him.
At this point, Murph's just breathing on Neymar's neck. He's so close to him, but just can't seem to find that opening to get by. From what I've seen the last couple of laps, Murph's a little bit faster in Sector 3. Twice he's had to check up behind Neymar in Sector 3.
Massive Afro had a spin in turn 1. He's just rejoining the track. And he's retiring on the track
And has
as well.
retired on track. That is not good. He is out.
That's our 3rd retirement on track. Very naughty boys today.
Very naughty boys.
King Chalupa asking for another invite. Hold on there. Just a second. There you go, buddy. You should have it now.
Alright, invites out Chalup. Shout out us if you need another. We got a safety car due to that retirement on the track, I believe. It's clear now. So we've got 3 retirements. Charisma, Hamilton, and Massive Afro. Guys, if you're driving in the race and you're listening, do not retire on the track. Make your car back to the pit lane and retire from there. That's an unnecessary penalty you don't want to get.
Just interfering with the race unnecessarily. Boss Cookie does indeed trying to pull those 3 seconds in front of Neymar. Massive Afro
Pushing.
had backed out a little bit thanks to that virtual safety car.
You can see there that clip we shot there of the console of the Racing Point. Boss Cookie half battery right now, not using it up, well out front, saving it. Knows he's probably going to need it here late in the race. We are about the halfway point right now in the race. As you see our race leader, Boss Cookie, take us into Sector 2 of lap 18. 27 laps here at Sochi.
Craig Conley was the last to pit. He's put on the soft tires now as Monkey is catching Zampa on the soft tires. And Neymar picks up another
Neymar catching
3
another
seconds.
penalty. Tough break for Neymar here. What do you think? Neymar concede here and just hold Murph up the rest of the way so the team gets a good pickup?
King Chalupa's finally back. Yes, that should be his strategy because with the 9 seconds he's going to be dropped down to P5 unless the guys behind him pick up penalties as well. And are already 10 seconds behind division with penalties. Everyone else behind him has penalties as well except for Zip.
Let's take a look back at the grid here, see if we got any close battles. Zampa's right back there with Monkey again. Monkey looks like he just got by, maybe. Had the DRS. Yeah, it looks like Monkey just made the overtake on Zampa there in the Sector 2 long section there. Big lockup by Zampa. Like I mentioned before, Zampa just transitioned into no anti-lock brakes, so he's still feeling out the brakes and the braking points. I definitely think that's playing into a little bit of what's going on here. Monkey with a fast lap, 33.385 on the soft tires. Telemetry's all wonky again. We're going to dip back up front, check on our battle for second place. Murph's still in tow, no penalties. Murph has to know that the penalties ahead are stacking up. Again, all right, Professor, let's take a look. Neymar has got... All right, so we got 3 seconds for Boss Cookie, race leader. Neymar is at 9 seconds. The Red Bull of Stinner has 3 seconds. Monkey with 6. Zampa with 6. Reflex at 9 now with that new penalty. Then we got Craig Conley with 3. Jamie the G with 3. And then Halo has 6. Everybody else is penalty free at the moment.
Boss Cookie has not cleared Neymar 3 seconds. Neymar and Murphy both pushing very hard, locking up. Murphy
You can
can't get
see
that
there. Let's put some telemetry up, guys. Let's take a look. You can see Boss Cookie starting to use that battery now. 17%. ABR Murph at 38, utilizing Neymar for the tow, able to hang on to a little more of that battery. Boss Cookie's pulling away, though. He's really going to have to do something here pretty soon, or Boss Cookie's going to be well out of range and nothing he can do.
Payox King's behind him, 2 seconds down. Hoping for an incident there.
These guys are really pushing now. You can see them battling for position.
As it stands, Murphy has to get by Neymar if he wants to catch Boss Cookie. Unless Boss Cookie picks up more penalties, he has the win in the bag.
Yeah. The big thing here, Neymar keeping pace even though he's out of the DRS range. Maybe Murph making him use that battery up to stay ahead and is going to try to get by him here late in the race, but
Neymar has
when's
just
the
about
perfect time?
50% left. He's gonna use
Once
it
he
for the
makes that
DRS.
move, Neymar's going to have the DRS on him, and then that's going to be a battle. He's going to have to keep him back at bay, so tough strategy here. It's going to all be about timing. Peanut07 following the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is SSR Tier 1. We appreciate the support on the stream and hope you're enjoying the show today.
Murphy finally makes the move and gets past Neymar, and now he has to hunt down Boss Cookie. He has to make up.
Used a lot of battery to get that done, too.
It had to be done. Now he has to make up at least half a second if he wants to win this race.
Well, the plus side is here is he doesn't have to pass him. He's just got to get in range and keep it clean. Neymar's not going to make that easy for him, though. Neymar's going to keep that pressure on. Try to get him to make a mistake. Neymar with 9 seconds right now. Still a lot of race to do. If he can get him to make a bobble here, at least saves his teammate some stress.
He's gonna have a quick look at Boss Cookies on his final warning, maybe. Let's see.
Stinner doing well here. P6 right now. Monkey back behind him. Zampa just collected a penalty there too. I believe that's 9 seconds right now for Zampa. Struggling here.
A bit unfortunate. Boss
Chalupa
Cookie,
after the lag out.
Boss Cookie is free from warnings, so he can cut 2 corners and get away with it before getting another penalty.
Dangerous little flirt there. One little bobble and that's it. But you see Murph now 3-2. 3-2 to Boss Cookie. He's closing the gap. Williams sandwiched right in there between the racing points. So you got the Renault of Payox Kings in tow there. Looks like a lion ready to pounce. He's waiting for somebody to mess up, somebody to make a mistake, and he's right back in this podium.
The rest of the field seems to have thinned out a little bit, so the only battle at the moment is for first and second place.
It's Jay Clay. Jay, if you're following the stream, buddy, we're in a league race. That's probably the way the lobby was set up. Yes, it's 3 warnings before a penalty. Brazy in the chat asking. Murph's going to have to push here. Murph using a lot of battery. He's trying to hang on to some because he knows he's going to have to defend Neymar. Neymar back a second and some change now out of DRS. But with Murph also out of DRS, they're still contending here. Neymar looks to be falling back. Ooh, big wheel slip by Payox in the background there. Hangs on to it. Good save by the Renault driver. Big wheel slip. Oh, and there's this penalty. Payox catching a 3-second.
Oh boy.
That gives Division a chance at a P4. He's going to have to push, though.
He's just about 4.5 seconds out of Division's range, so his 4th place is not in danger currently.
Greg Conley looks like he's got into the DRS of King Chalupa here, looking to get him a little piece. Nice little helmet paint job by Conley as well. Chalupa looks to be lagging a little bit. Car's a little jerky. Oh, big wheel slip. He's going to dip out of the way. Let Conley by. Conley doing a good job here to move up the grid, getting those points. P9 for Conley right now. Likely where he'll end up unless there's a big mistake. King Chalupa got a little wheel slip there coming out of that right-hander I mentioned in quali. Rear end got a little loose, and he did the smart thing, just got out of the way. Didn't want to have any contact. We got ABR Murph in range now. Just shy of the 3-second mark. Saving the battery here.
As his teammate Monkey is catching Stenner for P6 on the soft tires.
Big lockup on the right front there for Murph.
He's pushing and he's still there. He has the fresher tires. And he's just about 3 seconds out. It's going to be very quick again as Monkey overtakes Stenner. Without much of a fight, as Stenner has 14-lap-old medium tires on.
Brazy in the chat saying Russia is mainly track limits. Yeah, it's a tough one. They don't give you a lot of leeway here. Definitely plays in. These guys able to stay clean are really going to benefit here. Division, no penalties, and Murph, no penalties. Everybody else has multiples. And then Neymar catches another penalty. That's 12 seconds now for Neymar. That's going to drop him well back into P5.
It looked like Murphy cut a corner as well, but got away with probably just a warning. Gonna have a quick look at Murphy's close to a warning. That would be huge for him.
Alright, looks like Boss Cookie having a little trouble there. Murph now 2.8 seconds. 2.8 seconds. He's in there for a net P1 if they finish like this. Looks like Boss Cookie has got some traffic ahead. This is actually going to work in his favor. He's going to get the DRS off this lap car. Could help his cause a little bit as Murph is out of the DRS of Boss Cookie. Nope, that car is going to dip out of the way and duck under. Not going to see much benefit from that.
Murph is well within the 3-second range for Boss Cookie, and he only has one warning. He can cut one corner and get away with it.
A little bit of wheel slip there coming out of that right-hander in Sector 3. Car lurched to the left. He was able to hang on to it. Doing a great job here. He's got enough battery. Looks like he's charging it up. He's looking for a push to make sure he's well in range here at the end. Let's take a look at Boss Cookie. He's going to turn the wheel here. We'll get a peek at the battery situation. No, we could not. Let's take a look at the telemetry.
It looked like Halo didn't.
Oh, he's
duck out
gone.
of the way.
9 seconds there. 9% battery. Boss Cookie absolutely juicing the battery here, trying to stay ahead. Neymar making a charge, though. We got a yellow flag. Looks like some slow traffic in Sector 3. No contact. Boss Cookie really pushing here.
It's Reflex, King Chalupa, and Craig Conley. And a bit of a train there. Reflex just backed out, 2.5 seconds. King Chalupa might be able to make a move on Craig Conley soon.
We're dipping into that battle right now. You can see him coming through turn 1. Conley got past Chalupa a few laps ago. Chalupa losing the rear end in sector 3. Got a little bobble, not much, but it was all Craig needed to get by him.
Neymar made the move on ABR Murphy and is back in front of him. That could be huge for Boss Cookie.
Just missed it. That's huge for Boss Cookie. If Neymar can slow him up just a little bit, is all he needs, just a little bit, and that's going to be the decider. 2 laps to go. It won't take much.
And there it is.
Oh, then Murph catches the penalty. Murph catches the penalty in the dirty air behind Neymar.
And Neymar
What a
broke
tough
early
break.
a
There
little
it
bit
is.
to try and catch Murphy out, and Murphy
Oh,
has damage.
Murph's off.
Murphy's off.
Murph's off. Big slam into the wall by Murph. That end plate is tumbling down the straight there.
I'm not sure if that was...
Oh, you hate to see it. Murph with a great race here. Catches a penalty and loses an end plate in the dirty air.
I'm not sure if that was not a brake check from Neymar, because he broke very early at the last corner.
We'll have to review that. I just saw Murph down the straight catch the wall on the left side. That end plate went flying and tumbling down the start straight. Boss Cookie's well ahead now. It's his race to win. There's no way Murph's going to close 3 seconds here. You hate to see that. Murph had it, won. 2 laps to go.
Neymar
He's
made
our
the
leader.
move. That's what he had to do to secure the win for Boss Cookie, but might have been a bit dodgy. Stewart's gonna review that
We'll
later.
have to see.
Neymar's gonna
Say,
drop down
we'll
all
have
the
to
way
see
to
those
P5
reports.
after the race.
Absolutely. Neymar doing the Team 2 driver there. He's sticking back, holding the guy up, letting this guy get the win.
Neymar picks up another 3
Neymar,
seconds.
15 seconds now. That's going to drop him well back.
Zip dives into the pits. He might retire. Division, the only one without penalties.
Zip the last man on the points right now. It'd be smart for him to stick out there and get that 1 point. Last lap. We are on the last lap. Boss Cookie looks like he's got this one wrapped up. It's his race to lose at this point. Getting a huge break there. Neymar coming in clutch. His teammate getting past Murph. Murph slowed up now. He's missing the left end plate. Ajax Kings too far back to really capitalize on it. It's a tough break for him.
Murphy catches
Oh,
another
Murph
3
catches
seconds.
another
He
penalty.
can't keep his car on the track.
Yeah, you see the front end damage there as he struggles to get the car around. Big damage on the left front. The end plate's completely gone. We saw it tumbling down the start straight on that last go-around when he made contact with the wall.
And Payox King
Looks like
is
he might
gonna
have been
have
dodging.
the last lap with a 2nd place. If he can just keep his car on the track.
Kings, always a contender. All he did was sit back and let it happen.
And it happened in the end.
He's got to get all the way around without a penalty, and it's his to take. We're going to have Payox Kings on the podium here. We're on board with our race leader. He's coming around the last 2 corners here. There you see him, takes the win. Neymar coming in behind him is going to drop well back. ABR Murph's going to jump him for sure. Payox Kings gets past him, P2. Got Boss Cookie, Payox, and Murph on the podium today. Big crash by division as he comes across the line. Neymar all the way back to P5. What a crazy race here in Russia. Monkey's going to slide in there for a P6. Stenner right in behind him. Sitting in today, gets a P7. Good finish by Stenner. Sampa bringing the McLaren home as his teammate. Losing it bad early in the race. Looks like Craig Conley was able to keep Chalupa at bay. We're going to have to see how the penalties sort out here for those two. They're very close together. P9 for Conley, P10 for Chalupa. Reflex Pilot's got quite a few. Jamie well back here, only in Sector 2. Bone, if you want, let's go ahead and get those top 3 guys in. We'll get them in the party.
All right.
Get them prepped for the post-race interviews. Boss Cookie, Payox Kings, ABR Murph. We're going to see who pans out as driver of the day here. Shalom bringing it home in the Mercedes. In Sector 3 now. Getting them reserve points. Looks like his tires are shot too. He's struggling for grip.
Should be Boss Cookie in. The Ox King got his invite.
Be sure and tick the
And
box. Jamie the G
ABR
brings it
Murphy.
across the line. That's going to be it for our race, Tier 1 Russia. Big shout out to everybody tuning in today. Got up to about 20 guys. Zampa, driver of the day. Let's get the big man himself an invite in here as well in the McLaren. Tough break for his teammate, Charisma. Big crash early in the race. Racing Point working really well today to bring home some big constructor points. So just
And
a
that's
second
the
here as
invite
we
for
get
Zampa as well.
everybody in. Yep, let's get Zampa in here too. Well deserved, sticking it out there. I'm gonna grab the directory real quick. Guys, as you're filing in, go ahead and tick the box. We're gonna do interviews in just a moment here. Doing some last minute administration work. Waiting on the last few to bump in here.
Everyone's in.
Alright guys, just waiting on a couple more here. You can see the penalties for everybody. Quite a bit stacked up today for some. My man Zampa, tick that box, my dude. Driver of the day. Alright, we're going to get started here. Do we get Neymar yet? Everybody in? Boss Cookie,
6 of us
Payox
in here.
Kings, Murphy. Alright, I think that's everybody, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Boss Cookie, big winner. Racing Point having a hell of a day here in Russia. Boss Cookie, let me tell you, how much were you sweating that last lap?
Not sweating, just my hands hurt. No, I think Murphy probably would have won that if Sparky wasn't there. Well, Neymar, I call him Sparky. But yeah, that was a good one. I got a penalty early on, which kind of fucked me. But I just focused, didn't get any more warnings after that or another penalty after that, and ended up taking it home. I made kind of a nasty dive bomb into turn 1 on lap 1, but I got a warning for it, so I feel like that was fair. But yeah, it was a good race. I just banked on jumping both of them at the start, and I was able to. Didn't want to pass off track, but I didn't want to kill someone either. But a good race.
Outstanding job, Boss Cookie. Great show today. Way to hang on in there and get that P1. Payox Kings. Reese, my man, sitting in the shadows most of that race. There was a point there towards the end. I said he looks like a lion fixing to pounce, and it paid off. Keeping pace with the front runners, and then you managed to jump into the P2 because of penalties. How you feeling there? How was the car today? And give us a little bit about your race.
Oh, mid portion of the race, I've just felt like I had nothing. It's like the last few laps where the Murphy died, but the start of the race, the DRS chain, I was just doing what I could. And then once to go for the undercut on lap 10, I was just waiting till I got out of Connolly's zone, but then he just pitted, so I knew I had to follow him. In other words, that would get too big, but then he just looked comfortable anyway. Out in the lead, especially when he got ahead of Neymar.
It wasn't
I
comfortable.
was just, yeah.
It
And
wasn't.
then just trying to keep with Murphy, but Murphy up until like the last 4 laps was just rapid, and just hard to even keep with him. Because he come out of pits, right 2 times in front of me. And he was gone after a few laps. And then obviously I heard that Neymar went up on the inside of Murphy, and then I just had to go for it and closed in the second. And then he got another pen on the last lap, which saved me. So I was happy.
All right, great race today. Great race today by Payox Kings. P2, congratulations. ABR Murph is our next interview. Murph, heartbroken to see how it all played out at the end. You had such a good push there, keeping it clean all the way through the last lap. Looks like a little bit of contact there between you and Neymar. Talk us through what happened there in the last 2 laps and how you finished out today.
I don't know how much I should say, to be honest, but turn 1, just get forced out of it really, and he lets his teammate through, and then I'm behind him for like 20 laps. going into the last, 4 laps, I've got the win wrapped up, but he wants to dive bomb me into 4 corners out, is it? 5 corners out? Sends me wide, and then I'm 3 seconds behind Cookie. I have to push, and he gets the win.
Yeah, it's a tough break, hard to watch. Be sure if you got any clips or want to put in a report to get those in, guys. Zampa, I'm going to let Bone Apple do your interview. Bone Apple, the guest commentator today, did a fantastic job. It was a pleasure to have him in the booth. Bone Apple, take it away.
Thank you. How you doing, Zampa? You had a solid race in the midfield there.
Yeah, it was alright, to be fair. Binned it in quali. Could have started a little bit higher up, but yeah, just kept my head down and went for it. Started on the... I probably should have pitted a bit earlier than I did. I stretched the softs out too long and lost a lot of time. It was fun racing Zip's Ghost after we'd lapped him. Other than that, no, yeah, it was a good drive.
You had a few good battles, and you got driver of the day from Codemasters.
I got driver of the day. Fucking hell.
Did indeed. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm elated. I'm going to do a shoey with a cup of tea. No, good
All
race.
right, guys.
Good race.
Great race by everyone. As we know, like I said, Russia's got really tight limits. It's tough for everybody. Everybody did a great job. Big commendation to Tier 1, getting all the way through the first lap. No contact, no safety cars. Looks like there was a little crowding into turn 1, but everybody made it through alive. Big shout out for you guys. Well done. It was a great race to watch. As everyone knows, we're closing up on the end of Season 1. This is the very first season for SSR. I couldn't be more proud of everyone and the way the league is done as a whole. It's been great. Zampa's been a phenomenal driver behind everything, and the driving force kind of glues everybody together. Chalupa, Bone Apple, Jamie the G, GB Sanderson, a lot of these guys have put in hours behind the scenes. We've added some new stewards as well. Huge shout out to the staff here at SSR for making Season 1 phenomenal. It has far exceeded any expectations that I know me or Zampa have had, and Chalupa as well. It's just been absolutely amazing. The turnout on social media has been phenomenal. Our Instagram has just exploded. TikTok is just going off the rails right now. Zampa, do you know the TikTok? What's the username there so everybody can check that out?
Down in the little bottom right hand corner of your screen, you can use that to find everything.
There you go.
That.
You can see it right there at the bottom right of the stream. You can see our SSR logo. That's everything. Go check out the TikTok, man. It's all big crashes. We know everybody loves the big crash. Season 2 is already in the works. A lot of things have been laid out. The calendar's set. We're gonna mix some stuff up. Zampa, can we give away Tier 1's opening race?
Yeah,
is
why
that
not?
okay?
Why
Okay,
not?
guys. Tier 1, guys. I hope you guys are listening. Tier 1's gonna open up at Spain in Season 2.
Ooh.
Spain for Season 2. It's gonna be very spicy.
And the
We're trying a
silent.
new format. I'm not going to go into it just yet about how the schedule is going to work. It's going to be different than this year. Hopefully, it's going to be a little more spicy for the guys watching the streams and stuff. We're making some changes. We've learned a lot in Season 1. We can't wait to make it even more exciting for Season 2. Like I know we've announced, it's going to be a little more pace-driven tiers, so that's going to be cool. Maybe a 4th tier on the books. That hasn't been decided yet, but Tier 1's going to start out in Spain. It's going to be crazy. So, everybody, right here tomorrow, midnight UK, Tier 3 is going to race right here in Russia. They always put on a fantastic show. We've got some new drivers in there starting out this week, so don't miss that. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to be right back here tomorrow for Tier 3 racing at SSR. Have a good night, everybody.